It is 5:30 in the morning, and it's a little bit bright out. I'm trying to show you guys what a Vegas sunrise looks like. See it. I used to be able to see it down when I drove my daughter to school, and it was real pretty, but you got to hit it on the right day. And I'm hoping to be able to get a view of it over the strip. I might not go that far. We're going down towards the strip, and I'm going to take you down by the school. There it is, the strip. We are exactly 7 miles from the strip. You can see the mountains in the distance. So it's real pretty. This is where the turnaround is. And let's see if we can get a better view closer in. Yeah, there it is. And this is going in the other direction.
It is definitely coffee time. How did I have to live without my Keurig? I have no idea.
Here is Puff with a CMW news update.
Due to circumstances beyond our control, the eye coloring contest has been extended till this Friday. The winners will be announced next Friday. The next CMW workbook color will be turquoise and will be posted on the CMW workbook channel this Saturday.
Audrey Whitaker commented, "Do you have a book picked out for Christmas? I want to have it on hand. The autumn book will arrive Saturday, and I'm excited to work on these techniques. My graphite powder is screaming for me." Oh, it definitely screams for me too. It sits on my desk all the time saying, use me, use me. Yes, I do have books picked out for Christmas. I'm going to be also working with Alena Lazareva for Christmas time. It's just her books for me are very my taste in art matches her ability. So if I was going to do a lot of my own artwork because I couldn't find books that I could teach out of, her books are excellent for teaching out of. I don't spend my time correcting her stuff. Her perspective is beautiful. She puts her shading in wonderfully so that I could just color it up and show it. She makes my life easy. And if I want to keep putting out a lot and often for you guys, she's like my right-hand woman. So yeah, I'm going to be working on her books a lot during Christmas. Probably some other ones because, I mean, she's not the only book out there, but she will be, until Christmas is over, she'll be my primary books that I will be working out of.
Yesterday we renewed my Costco, and for renewing it, they gave us a free platter of fruit. And I'm now cutting up breakfast for Mr. Spoiled. And he doesn't even like fruit. I don't even know why I bothered even trying. He won't eat it. He is barely gonna touch this. He may pick at the strawberries. There he is, looking at me like, what am I supposed to be doing with this? I'm glad my husband's working. His birthday present just got here. My husband loves to cook, and he has a lot of the Copper Chef pans. He really likes them. Okay, on to the Misty picture. Now, I've made a little progress, and I know it doesn't look like much, but I did do a lot on it, more than you can see. So I'm working on the ear. Now, I want you to keep in mind the reference picture that I'm using is not necessarily this. I'm just showing you this picture. The one that I'm working on is on my computer. I have much better clarity on that one, and I'll show it to you in just a minute. This is a very blown out one. So I've picked out a couple of colors. Now, if you look deeply, and you have to look deep into your pictures, she has a black rim around her ear. And then there is a color difference right here, going right in here. Now, it's very light on, it's very hard to see on this particular picture, but it stands out much more on the other one. The colors for that I chose were an undercoat of 90% warm gray. And then I'm choosing to use black over that so that I can get more of a three-dimensional look. So in the spaces where I don't have the hairs, the warm gray will show. Then it has this color in here. This is actually a French gray, and it looks good because we have a lot of browns in there. So I switched over to a 30% French gray, and there's a 70% French gray around here too. But that's the color that I've chosen to do right there. So as you can see, the lines that I did now are the black, and I'm working now. I did the undercoat over there. I did the warm gray underneath, and now I'm just working on individual hairs going up until I create the shape of the next color. And that's getting there, and it sort of goes up and down. So I'm working in this area now. I still have to get the fur on it. And then it changes right back into the black, which is right here. And I'm going to overlap those hairs. Now, I am working so slowly on it that it's a hair, a hair, a hair. My time allotments for this project is December. This is my son-in-law's Christmas present. So I'm going to let you take a look at what I've been looking at as far as reference pictures. Now, the hairs start to go this way. Now, it's really, when you're doing this, it's really a follow what you see. Always do what you see, not what you think you see. So over here, the brown starts to curve, and I have that spaced out over here to curve. Then there's sort of like a triangle going downward. I don't have it all done, and it's going to come to about here. And there are some longer hairs. I remember these hairs on her that sort of sprung up from her ears. So that'll go in next, but that's where I'm at now. And then I started doing a little bit of the outline on the nose, nothing too much, and just filled in a little bit on the eyes just to make them stick out on the paper a little more so you could see what I'm actually doing. Now, her eyes in this picture look like they're totally black, but they're not. They actually have a brown going all around here, and I will add that. And it looks like it was a sienna. So let's take a look at the computer image. This is the actual image that I'm working off of. And as you can see in the picture, the hair going around the ears are much lighter than the one in the picture that I'm showing you as my reference picture. It's just because my printer is awful. So that's where I'm at now. I'm going to continue doing it, and I know it's going to go very slow. We have until December. Well, it's 3 a.m. and I'm out shopping, and this is totally normal for me. I am a night person. I prefer it that way. I hate the sun. Well, I'm actually allergic to the sun. It triggers migraines on me. And so I do everything that I can possibly do at night. Well, I was going to take you in with me, but apparently they had the music blasting at night, which I can understand. There's not too many people in the store. I think I was the only customer, which is another reason why I love shopping at night. No, wait. Oh, that's the only chore I needed to do tonight. I never go too far. I have like a driving distance of like maybe 10 miles radius. Anything that's further than that, my husband drives because I don't like driving. I don't see signs very well. I probably wouldn't be given my license if I had to take the eye test again. I need my reading glasses. So I just don't. I go in my little circle of where I know where my house is and everything else around me, and then I have family drive me everywhere else I want to go. There's a cat that likes to dart out in front of cars. This cat is going to get itself killed one of these days, and it always does it at night, right near my house. It literally will chase a car at night, and I've actually knocked on the door of the owners and told them what this cat does, and they said that if they leave him in the house during the night, he just screams and cries all night, so they let him out. I think they should lock him in a room with a litter box and get him used to it. It happens right at this corner. See if the cat is gonna do it. I always drive really carefully here because it darts out quick and it's a dark cat. Okay, he's usually not down this far. Good, he wasn't out now. I have a black cat that comes in my backyard at night too, and he sometimes scares me because I don't know he's there and I just see like this black shadow out of the corner of my eye. I mean, now I'm like aware of it, but he's also my neighbor's cat. All right, we're home. That was quick and easy.
Deirdre Lewis commented, "What a beautiful tribute to a beautiful woman." Thank you, Deirdre. No wonder you're so proud of her. Since you recommended the Derwent's drawing pencils, I treated myself to a set of 24. They are easily the best pencil. Oh, I totally agree with you. I wish they had larger sets. They only have the smaller sets, but the ivory black and the Chinese white are absolutely my favorite black and white pencils, and I am planning on getting the larger set. I'm just going to wait to see a little bit longer to see if they come out with a even larger set, which I have heard that they were planning.
Puff just got up. So that's his protein pellets. And he sleeps on his lammy. Yeah, you're going to be grumpy. I'm going to give him his bath. And then he'll go outside. Even though he sits in the water all day, I still like to give him a warm bath. It helps to stimulate his digestive system. Say hello, baby.
If you like what you saw and you want to see more, hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell for all notifications. For another video just like this one, I recommend this. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Keep on coloring.